Hidden beneath the cover of darkness, one of the world's rarest mammals begins an extraordinary journey. From finding a mate to raising a tiny baby on its armored back. But surviving long enough to become a mother is its greatest challenge. As the sun disappears below the horizon, the African forest slowly comes alive. The daytime chorus of birds fades away, replaced by the sounds of crickets, frogs, and rustling leaves. Hidden beneath the roots of a large tree, a small opening leads into an underground burrow. Slowly, an unusual animal emerges. Covered from head to tail in overlapping scales, with a long, narrow snout and powerful curved claws, the pangolin steps quietly into the night. It is one of the world's most mysterious mammals, rarely seen by people because it spends most of its life hidden under the cover of darkness. Unlike lions that hunt in prides or elephants that travel in family groups, pangolins are solitary creatures. Most of their lives are spent alone, wandering silently through forests and grasslands in search of food. Every movement is slow, careful, and deliberate, helping them avoid unwanted attention from predators. Although its eyesight is relatively poor, the pangolin possesses an extraordinary sense of smell. Every few steps, it lowers its nose toward the ground, searching for invisible scent trails carried by the cool night air. Its search soon leads it to a large termite mound. Using enormous curved claws, the pangolin tears through the hardened soil with surprising strength. Within seconds, thousands of termites begin rushing through their tunnels. Then comes one of nature's most fascinating feeding adaptations. The pangolin extends an incredibly long, sticky tongue deep into the nest. Unlike human tongues, a pangolin's tongue is attached near its chest instead of directly inside the mouth, allowing it to stretch astonishing distances. Every time it withdraws its tongue, hundreds of termites cling to the sticky surface before being swallowed whole. Without teeth, the pangolin relies on powerful stomach muscles and tiny swallowed stones to help grind its food during digestion. Night after night, this quiet routine continues. But tonight, something unusual happens. The female suddenly pauses. She lifts her head, sniffing the air with great concentration. A new scent drifts through the forest. Somewhere nearby, a male pangolin has been searching for a mate. Guided almost entirely by scent, the two slowly move toward one another beneath the moonlit trees. There is no roaring, no fighting, and no dramatic display. Instead, they communicate through subtle body language and gentle movements. The male cautiously circles the female, occasionally stopping to sniff the ground or lightly touch her with his nose. The female calmly observes him, deciding whether he is an acceptable mate. Their courtship is peaceful, patient, and remarkably quiet. Eventually, after both animals accept one another, mating takes place. Unlike many mammals that remain together, pangolins separate soon afterward. The male quietly disappears back into the forest, continuing his solitary life. The female is now completely alone. Inside her body, however, an extraordinary transformation has already begun. Over the coming months, a tiny new life slowly develops. Every insect she eats, every safe shelter she finds, and every dangerous predator she avoids now affects not only her own survival, but also the future of her unborn baby. Pregnancy is a demanding time. The mother must consume enormous numbers of ants and termites to meet her growing nutritional needs. Each night, she travels across forests, woodlands, and open savannas, searching for fresh insect colonies hidden beneath fallen logs, tree roots, and underground tunnels. Her muscular forelimbs allow her to break apart even the toughest termite mounds. Thick claws slice through packed earth, while her long, sticky tongue reaches deep into narrow passageways that few other animals can access. Every successful meal provides protein, fats, vitamins, and minerals that nourish the developing baby inside her womb. As the weeks pass, the mother's movements become slower and more cautious. She spends increasing amounts of time resting inside her underground burrow, where cool temperatures and thick walls provide protection from harsh weather and hungry predators. Inside her body, the baby grows rapidly. Tiny limbs begin to form. Small claws develop. Its distinctive scales slowly appear, soft and flexible at first, unlike the hardened armor they will later become. Finally, after several months of pregnancy, the moment arrives. Deep inside the darkness of her burrow, the mother gives birth to a single tiny pangolin. The newborn is incredibly small compared to its mother, but it already possesses the unmistakable features of its species: a long snout, curved claws and delicate scales covering its body. At birth, those scales remain soft, allowing the baby to move comfortably during delivery. Within only a few days, they gradually harden into protective armor. The newborn rarely leaves its mother's side. For the first several weeks, it feeds entirely on milk while sleeping safely beside her. Whenever danger approaches, the mother instinctively curls her powerful body around the baby, creating a living shield that protects it from harm. Few mothers in the animal kingdom are as devoted. Although pangolins appear heavily armored, newborns are extremely vulnerable. Every journey outside the burrow is filled with risk. When the baby grows slightly stronger, the mother introduces it to the outside world. One evening, she carefully leaves the burrow with the tiny pangolin climbing onto her broad tail and lower back. This remarkable behavior has become one of the most recognizable images of pangolin motherhood. The baby grips tightly to its mother's overlapping scales while riding comfortably through the forest. From this elevated position, it safely observes everything around it. It watches insects crawling across fallen logs. It sees birds flying overhead. It listens as frogs call from nearby streams. Most importantly, it begins learning the skills needed for survival. The mother demonstrates how to locate termite colonies by following scent trails. She teaches the young pangolin where to dig, how to break apart hard soil, and how to insert its tongue into narrow tunnels without wasting energy. At first, the baby struggles. Its claws are still small. Its digging is clumsy. Sometimes it misses its target completely. But with every passing week, its strength improves. Soon it begins catching insects on its own. As the young pangolin grows, so does its confidence. It spends less time riding on its mother's back and more time walking beside her. Its scales become thicker. Its muscles grow stronger. Its sense of smell becomes increasingly refined. But the forest remains full of danger. Leopards silently patrol the undergrowth. Large pythons wait beneath thick vegetation. Hyenas roam nearby during the night. Even large birds of prey may target young animals whenever an opportunity appears. One quiet evening, everything changes. The mother suddenly freezes. Her sensitive nose detects an unfamiliar scent drifting through the wind. A leopard is nearby. Without hesitation, she gently nudges her baby closer. Then she performs one of nature's most extraordinary defensive behaviors. Using incredibly powerful muscles, she curls into a perfectly tight armored ball. The baby instinctively presses against its mother's belly, completely protected inside the circle of overlapping scales. When fully curled, very few predators can force a pangolin open. The leopard cautiously approaches. It sniffs the strange armored ball. It nudges it with a paw. It even attempts to bite the scales. But there is no weak point. After several unsuccessful attempts, the predator eventually loses interest and quietly walks away in search of easier prey. Only then does the mother slowly uncurl. She gently checks her baby before continuing their journey through the forest as if nothing had happened. Weeks turn into months. The young pangolin grows stronger with every passing day. Its scales have now hardened into effective armor. Its claws have become powerful digging tools. Its long, sticky tongue captures insects with remarkable precision. More importantly, it has learned patience, caution, and independence from watching its mother. Eventually, the young pangolin no longer rides on her back. Instead, it confidently walks beside her, searching for food and exploring the forest on its own. Soon the time comes for them to separate. The young pangolin quietly leaves to begin its own solitary life, following ancient instincts that have guided its ancestors for millions of years. The mother watches briefly before disappearing into the darkness once more. Her extraordinary journey has come full circle. Yet this story also carries an important message. Pangolins are among the most heavily trafficked mammals on Earth. Habitat destruction, illegal hunting, and wildlife trafficking continue to threaten their survival across Africa and Asia. Every newborn that reaches adulthood represents hope for the future of a species that has survived for millions of years but now faces unprecedented challenges. The next time you hear about a pangolin, remember that beneath those remarkable scales is not only one of Earth's most unique mammals, but also a devoted mother whose patience, resilience, and determination help ensure the survival of the next generation. If you enjoyed discovering the hidden life of the pangolin, from mating to motherhood, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Bodyverse TV for more incredible wildlife documentaries, fascinating animal behavior, and amazing stories from the natural world.